Ever wonder if there's a way to gauge how well you'll age beyond your 70th birthday? Maybe you've looked at relatives who seem to thrive well into their 80s and 90s, enjoying grandkids, community events, and the freedom that comes with retirement in the United States. Or perhaps you've noticed a few close friends who by their late 60s slowed down drastically and faced frequent hospital visits. The truth is, while no one can predict your future perfectly, several research-backed indicators can give us a glimpse into potential longevity. These signs aren't about scaring you or painting a grim picture. They're here to empower you, because once you recognize where you stand, you can still make changes. Yes, even after 70. So, if you're curious about what doctors and scientists have observed in older adults who live longer and healthier lives, stay with me. You'll find that many of these signs are within your control, offering solutions you can start adopting right away. Ready to explore these 7 important clues? Let's begin this journey together, remembering it's never too late to improve our well-being. Sign 1: you maintain strong social connections. According to researchers at Harvard and various public health experts, staying socially engaged is one of the most reliable indicators of better health outcomes in older adults. Spending time with friends, attending gatherings at your local community center, volunteering, or simply chatting with neighbors can dramatically influence your emotional and physical well-being. Feeling connected doesn't only lift your spirits, it can also promote better immune function, reduce levels of stress hormones, and even stabilize blood pressure. Why does this happen? Scientists suggest that a strong social network provides mental stimulation, reduces feelings of isolation, and encourages more active lifestyle. Let me share an example. Imagine Kathy, a 72-year-old retired school teacher in Ohio, who felt lonely after her husband passed away. For a while, she hesitated to join any groups, thinking she was too old to start making new friends. However, after her granddaughter introduced her to a senior book club at the local library, Kathy found herself laughing, discussing novel plots, and occasionally going out for coffee with club members. A few months later, Kathy noticed her mood improved, her appetite was better, and she slept more soundly at night. This shift not only boosted her emotional health, but also spurred her to become more active physically. She started taking short walks with a friend she met in the group. You might ask, but what if I'm naturally introverted? That's okay. Meaningful connections are not about how many people you meet, but the quality of those interactions. If you find even 1 or 2 people you can call regularly or meet for a relaxed afternoon chat, you're already harnessing the protective power of social bonds. If sign 1 resonates with you, why not let us know in the comments? Simply write 1 if strong social ties have played a role in your life. If you haven't maintained those connections, remember it's never too late. A phone call to an old friend or joining a small group at church might be the perfect place to start. Sign 2: you can balance on 1 foot or perform simple mobility tests. Have you ever tried standing on 1 foot for 10 seconds? Mobility tests like this are quick snapshots of balance and core strength, often linked to independence and overall health in older adults. Doctors in the United States frequently recommend basic physical assessments, such as walking speed tests, grip strength checks, or the chair stand exercise, to see how well seniors might handle daily tasks. If balancing on 1 foot feels relatively manageable, that's usually a good indicator of lower fall risk and better musculoskeletal health. On the other hand, if you feel unsteady, don't panic. It just signals an area that could be improved with targeted exercises. Consider Albert from North Carolina, who turned 75 and noticed he was getting a bit wobbly on uneven sidewalks. Worried about tripping, he decided to consult his family physician. The doctor recommended balance training exercises like Tai Chi, which Albert practiced at a local rec center twice a week. Slowly but surely, his posture improved, and he could stand on 1 foot without swaying too much. Along the way, he found that not only did his balance get better, but he also felt more confident about participating in group activities like dancing at his niece's wedding. According to several studies, including work published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, the ability to maintain balance and engage in gentle physical exercise correlates strongly with longevity. That's because better mobility often means a reduced chance of falls, a significant concern for older adults that can lead to fractures and extended hospital stays. Even if you're struggling right now, short bursts of daily practice can help. Try standing by a chair, holding onto it lightly with one hand, and lifting one foot off the ground for a few seconds at a time. You can build up your balance step by step. If sign 2 is something you'd like to work on, type 2 in the comments to let us know you're in on the challenge. And if you're already steady on your feet, congratulations! Keep it up with simple daily exercises and walks in the fresh air. Sign, she has a positive outlook on aging. Our mindset influences so much more than just our mood. It can literally affect our bodies. According to research from Yale, older adults who carry a generally positive attitude about aging tend to live longer than those who see aging as a period of inevitable decline. When you wake up believing you still have purpose, your actions follow suit. You're more likely to stay physically active, socially engaged, and mindful about what you eat. This positive lens can reduce stress levels, which is crucial for heart health and mental well-being. Let's look at a quick story. In Pennsylvania, there's a woman named Susan who turned 73 feeling pretty good about her future. She'd say things like, "I'm in my prime. I finally have the time to explore activities I never did when I was busy working." She started gardening, joined an art class, and spent her weekends exploring local parks. Her neighbors, who were also around her age but felt more pessimistic, often complained about aches and pains. Susan experienced them too, but she approached them with humor, taking them as reminders to stay active rather than signs that life was on a downward slope. Over time, she realized her upbeat attitude was fueling her motivation to try new things, which not only kept her physically healthier, but also emotionally fulfilled. Now, a positive outlook isn't about denying real challenges like arthritis or lower stamina. It's about acknowledging them and still choosing to move forward with hope. If you catch yourself thinking, "I'm too old for this," you can reframe it. "I'm learning to adapt and I can still enjoy new experiences." The difference might feel small, but it has a huge impact on your daily habits, from how you move to how you eat and even how often you interact with others. If you're already someone who sees each day as a fresh start, keep at it. And if you find negativity creeping in, try simple tactics like gratitude journaling or calling a supportive friend. If sign 3 speaks to you, comment 3 and share one positive thought about your age right now. Sign 4. You keep your mind active through learning. Staying mentally sharp doesn't require you to enroll in a complex academic program, though some seniors do exactly that and love it. It could be as simple as solving a crossword puzzle, learning a new recipe, or exploring a new skill. Neuroscientists often refer to the brain's plasticity, which remains present even as we age. You might not pick up new skills as rapidly as a teenager, but your brain can still form new connections. This constant cognitive engagement has been linked to lower risks of dementia and improved overall mental health in later years. For example, James, a retired accountant from California, decided at age 71 to take up piano lessons for the first time in his life. He started with a beginner's class at a local music school that welcomed adults of all ages. Sure, it felt awkward at first. His fingers didn't move the way they used to, and reading music was like learning a new language. But the joy he got from mastering simple tunes was priceless. Over the months, James noticed he felt more energetic and was able to focus better on daily tasks. Meanwhile, his family marveled at how enthusiastic and engaged he was, always eager to show them the piece he'd been practicing. Studies indicate that mental stimulation, from reading books to puzzles and yes, even certain video games, helps build cognitive reserve. This reserve acts like a shield, allowing some individuals to maintain clear thinking, even when physical signs of aging appear in the brain. If sign 4 makes you think of that hobby you've always wanted to try, maybe it's time. Remember, this is your permission slip to sign up for that art class, Spanish course, or creative writing workshop you've been eyeing. Keep your brain on its toes, if you will, and you'll likely notice benefits spilling over into your physical health too. If you plan to tackle a new mental challenge, comment 4 so we can cheer you on. Sign 5. You pay attention to what and how you eat. It's no secret that nutrition plays a massive role in overall health. But as we get older, healthy eating becomes more crucial, especially when looking at longevity. Research often points to diets rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, like the Mediterranean diet, as beneficial for the heart and brain. But here's the real key. It's not just about eating certain foods, but also about enjoying balanced, portion-controlled meals. Take Dorothy, an 80-year-old in Arizona who realized her energy levels fluctuated wildly throughout the day. She'd skip breakfast, then overeat at lunch, and grab a candy bar in the afternoon because she felt too drained to cook dinner. After a routine checkup, her physician suggested smaller, more frequent meals packed with protein, fiber, and good fats. Dorothy started with simple swaps: oatmeal instead of a muffin in the morning, an apple with peanut butter as a mid-afternoon snack, and grilled fish with steamed veggies at dinner time. A few weeks later, Dorothy found she didn't have those sharp energy crashes, her digestion improved, and she even slept better. According to the National Institutes of Health, maintaining a balanced diet that includes adequate vitamins, minerals, and protein can help stave off age, muscle loss, and chronic diseases. Plus, mindful eating, truly savoring each bite, can support better digestion and keep weight in check. The result? A body that's more resilient and able to bounce back from health setbacks. It's fine to indulge occasionally, but the majority of your meals should be nutritious and portion appropriate. If you're someone who already pays attention to nutrition, that's a great sign. If you need a gentle nudge, try starting with one healthier meal a day. If sign 5 is something you relate to or plan to improve, go ahead and comment 5 to let us know you're on board. 6. You have a sense of purpose or passion. Living a longer life is wonderful, but living a meaningful life is even better. Studies from the University of Michigan and other institutions suggest that older adults who feel they have a purpose, be it volunteering, caring for grandchildren, pursuing an art form, or mentoring young professionals, tend to have lower levels of inflammation and stress. Purposeful living can also motivate you to stay more physically active, nurture social connections, and keep up with doctor visits. Meet Harold, a 74-year-old retired mechanic in Texas who discovered his purpose through community service. He'd spent decades fixing cars in a busy auto shop. After retirement, he felt a bit lost. That is, until a local youth program asked if he could teach basic car repair to teenagers eager to learn. Harold found himself invigorated by their curiosity, and the teens cherished his hands-on lessons. The experience gave him not only a regular schedule, but also a renewed sense of joy. Week after week, Harold noticed he had more energy, looked forward to each day, and formed friendships with people of all ages. Purpose doesn't have to be something enormous or grandiose. Sometimes it's found in the smallest routines, like reading stories to your grandchildren, knitting hats for a homeless shelter, or tending a community garden. The key is feeling that what you do matters, to yourself or to others. If you haven't yet found a post-retirement passion, take a little time to explore. Ask yourself, what do I enjoy doing so much that I lose track of time? Perhaps that's your sign. If you already have a passion, keep nurturing it. If you're on the lookout for yours, comment to 6 to share what interests you're considering, and we'll cheer you on. 7. You manage stress and get adequate rest. Finally, we can't overlook the impact of stress management and sleep quality on longevity. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which can contribute to a host of issues like high blood pressure, weaker immune response, and disrupted sleep patterns. Meanwhile, a consistent lack of rest makes the body more vulnerable to infections and chronic diseases. Consider Gloria, a 76-year-old from Florida. She spent years worrying about her finances, her children's lives, and her own health. She often found herself awake at 3 a.m., unable to go back to sleep. This led to daytime fatigue, a short temper, and frequent headaches. At her son's encouragement, Gloria joined a gentle yoga class designed for seniors. She also started listening to guided meditations before bed. At first, she was skeptical, Meditation sounded foreign. Was it just New Age nonsense? But slowly, the breathing exercises calmed her racing thoughts. She began to fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling refreshed. Over time, her blood pressure stabilized and she felt less anxious about minor irritations. Studies from the American Psychological Association show that older adults who practice stress reduction techniques like mindfulness, light exercise, or even engaging hobbies report better overall well-being. And when it comes to sleep, the National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 to 8 hours of rest for older adults. Though individual needs can vary, if you've been skimping on your sleep or letting stress run the show, know that it's never too late to adopt soothing routine. Maybe you'll try a few minutes of reading before bed, take an afternoon nap if it helps, or learn a simple breathing exercise. If sign 7 hits home for you, write 7 in the comments to let us know you're committed to better rest and relaxation. So what does all of this mean for you right now as someone who might already be in your 70s or looking ahead to them? Each of these 7 signs, from social connections to balanced eating and mindful stress management, are interconnected. Strengthening even one area can naturally bolster the others. For instance, once you improve your sleep, you might find it easier to stay positive and have more energy for a balanced diet. You see how it all weaves together like a tapestry, creating the big picture of a vibrant, resilient, and fulfilling life? The most vital lesson here is this: aging is not a simple countdown. It's a continuous journey where you still have choices. Perhaps you're thinking, I haven't really maintained my social ties, or I can't even stand on one foot for 5 seconds. It's okay. Awareness is the first step, and change can happen at any stage. Even a small improvement in any of these signs can create a ripple effect, leading to better health outcomes down the road. If you feel motivated, let's make it a community effort. Share with us which sign resonates most with you and what you plan to do about it. Whether it's picking up the phone to call an old friend, joining a Tai Chi class at your local senior center, or deciding to have a fruit salad instead of a donut tomorrow morning, every step counts. Now let's wrap up with a deeper lesson. Life, especially after 70, can bring surprises, some joyous, others challenging. But each day also offers a chance to reaffirm the value of simple, consistent choices that honor your body, mind, and spirit. Think of aging as an art form, one that blends experience with curiosity, resilience with acceptance, and wisdom with a readiness to keep growing. Yes, science and statistics might give us clues about how long we'll live, but what truly matters is how vibrantly we inhabit the years we're given. Take comfort in knowing that even if you can't control every aspect of aging, you can shape the way you respond to it. Embrace the power of small daily decisions, treat each morning as an opportunity to nurture yourself and others, and treasure the connections you form along the way. That's the real key. Remain open to life's unfolding possibilities no matter your age. If you've found value in these 7 signs, share your thoughts below. Are you ready to stand on one foot and test that balance? Or perhaps you'll be calling a friend you've lost touch with. Go ahead and comment, "I'm in," to show your commitment. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more inspiring and research-backed insights to help you navigate this remarkable chapter of your life. Above all, remember, you still have the power to grow, to learn, and to make choices that support a healthier, happier future. Go forward with optimism, stay curious, and never underestimate the difference even the smallest steps can make in shaping the life you want to live.